Hey, this is Manny Moonraker in episode number 198 of the UFO Buster Radio News Report. Unfortunately, the weekdays are just not working for this podcast. It's just impossible to get time to get on here and to report some news. And frankly, other than SpaceX, what is there to talk about? It's like nothing else out there of any interest to me whatsoever, and probably not to you either. I mean, hey, there's a couple of those alien UFO sightings websites which are reporting a lot of fake shit, but not the kind of shit that we want to cover. Well, sometimes we do. I mean, come on, who am I kidding? But there's not a whole lot out there. It's that time, in the United States, a lot of places are going on spring break, and apparently aliens are going on spring break themselves. They're not showing up. They're not causing a ruckus. I mean, the only people causing a ruckus right now is Donald Trump and Elon Musk and SpaceX. By the way, did you guys get a look at the way that Crew Dragon capsule looked when they pulled it out of the water? It looked like a burnt marshmallow. Listen, me as being a potential astronaut to go up in anything, I would not want to be caught dead in that thing or alive, to be honest. That looked pretty ugly. It looked like it was dangerous. Elon, come on. Why don't they paint these things black? I mean, if it gets charred, you won't be able to see anything. Just paint it black. Come on, be stylish. You're the man. You're the genius. You're the space guy. Just paint the shit black. No one's going to see all the scorching that it goes through when it comes into the atmosphere. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe he will now after he saw that shit. I mean, fuck, I'd run out and put that thing through Mako or something and get that shit painted because that's ridiculous. This is episode 198, and we actually got two stories because it is Saturday and it wasn't able to show up. We've been hard at work trying to get together, number one, a new microphone. Hopefully I sound a little better right now. We have a whole little new setup going on, and we're getting ready for that new sports podcast that's coming out. And I can tell you the name, but I'd have to kill every single one of you if I did. So I'm not going to tell you the name yet, but keep an eye out because I will actually tweet it and post it on Facebook and Instagram through social media. And if you haven't done so already, follow me on Instagram at Manny Moonraker, Facebook, the page is Manny Moonraker and UFO Buster Radio, and lastly on Twitter at UFO Buster Radio. There is going to be a pretty nifty little sports podcast coming up. And, people are saying, listen, I'm not into sports, but if you're going to be on there talking the shit like you do now about UFOs, I might just listen. That's the way it's going to be. Like, I don't care if you're Deuce Bigalow, the space gigolo, or you're Elon Musk. I don't care if you have billions of dollars or just a few million because you like to play b-ball. I'm still going to charge you up because that's what I do. That's the nature of my game. So we got two news reports to cover today. So we're going to go into this. And I actually for this episode, because it is on Saturday, it is live on Spreaker right now. You can't call in because, I'm testing the new system, so I can't really take any phone calls right now. I don't want to burn the thing out and then crash in the middle of this particular little episode here. But check this out. That's my new news intro. What do you think about that? I still feel like I should be in the Avengers movie. I don't know. It's too dramatic. It just got too much going. I have like lasers coming out of my eyes right now. But I think it's pretty nifty. Some of you are going to complain. Some of you are going to complain. Hey, it's long as fuck, Manny Moonraker. What is it with that? Yeah, okay, I can't help it. That's just the way I am. I like it. So what? There it is. The first report is coming out of science. Again, the science community jumping in on the issue of alien civilizations. Again, completely different source this time. Not the same players, right? We don't got the guy who likes talking about Mau Mau or Muamua, and we don't got anybody else talking about, how to find civilizations except for this person here. And he's got a pretty nifty idea. So the story is actually coming out of BGR.com, and it's titled, "If We're Looking for Aliens, We Might Want to Take a Closer Look at Twin Stars." And we'll just jump right into it. Basically, what they're saying is you have this Goldilocks zone. Everybody in science talks about the Goldilocks zone. That's basically where our planet is in our solar system. So they figure, well, every other damn planet out there that's in the same distance about from their sun will probably have life. This ingenious person who actually published a study in the monthly notices of the Royal Astronomical Society said this: if you get a binary star, hey, that's twice the 11 to go around, right? That's twice the amount of Goldilocks zonage and an increased opportunity for you to find life. So basically what they're suggesting is, in this particular paper, is that if you get a binary star that has two stars, basically, it's a solar system with two stars, you are more than likely to find life around those binary stars because their habitable zone is that much greater than if you just have one sun. It's fascinating. It's a good read. You know, it's something to take into consideration. But again, how the fuck is that going to help us today? How are we going to find anything when mostly everything is light years away? And usually not just one light year away. These things are 2, 3, 4, 5, 1,000 light years away. We can't do anything with that. Absolutely nothing. But I think that if you take this and you put it together with the last report about looking for, basically, the term is space archaeology, because you're looking so many years in the past, it is very possible that you can actually take this, look at binary stars, and do some of that space archaeology work in those binary stars and maybe see something, or 2, or 3. I don't know. It's beyond me. It's just too much for me. Science is still going into deep space while people here are going locally, right down the street, somebody's getting probed on the daily. And I'm not talking for fuck's sake for fun either. They're getting probed because that's the way it goes down. So science in general is going to pretty much just avoid. We're not even going to talk about the people that are reporting abductions and things like that. Let's just go, a few light years away, because by the time we realize that there's a rubber dicker out there, it'll be too late. We'll be dead. There won't even be a freaking planet Earth anymore. But if you have access to that monthly notices of the Royal Astronomical Society, check it out. I think it'll be an interesting read to see how they put this together. But, on the flip side, well, more like on the whole, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense that if you have two stars, you'll have that much more of a Goldilocks zone. But who knows? Listen, we just read what the fuck the article says. I don't even know. It's possible, possibly not. I have no clue. But we just go with the flow around here. The next story is probably a little less exciting, but it comes out of California. A square-shaped black UFO. This is great. This one's actually coming off of YouTube, and it's reported by the IB Times. Basically, there was a video that was reported over California, and it was shaped a square, basically, and it was black. And it was perusing around. Apparently, no one really knew it was there, except for a few people who had the mind, the UFOlogy, presence of mind to actually go in there and shoot a video on their phone. The video was published on several YouTube sites. If you go to the link in the description for the article, you'll be able to see the video. I'm going to tell you right now, some of you that are hardcore ufology lovers, you're going to be disappointed. I'm just being honest with you. The video basically is of this UFO, and apparently the guy, when he first shot it, he was at work and was going over his place of employment, and he said, well, at first, let me just give you a quote. A strange square object floats by silently over my work. I don't know if it's some kind of a drone or some kind of balloon. I personally have no idea what this is, but judging by the way it moves and everything I can personally concludes that it wasn't a balloon because it wasn't spinning around or anything strange. It was deliberately moving in a certain direction, and this is what the description said of the video. Now, of course, when you and I post videos about UFOs, it never catches anyone's eye, but you give it to a rubber dicker like, Security Team 10 or maybe even the Third Phase of Moon guys, then it gets noticed. What happened with this one is that one of those type of channels picked up on it and posted it, and of course it went viral. Over almost 1 million hits already on this particular video. The video itself, I don't understand what he means by deliberate. It makes no sense. It doesn't look like intelligent control. It's just floating. The damn thing is just floating. It looks like a party balloon that was shaped like a square, and it's black. Nothing that would tell you that this was a UFO. Unfortunately for everyone else, that's not the case in the comments for this video. People really believe that this is a real UFO from 4.2 far. That's what the comments say. There isn't anything in there. There's a few people that were, of course, someone always got to give the other point of view. But some people were saying, this looks more like a regular balloon. There's nothing special about this. I don't know what you guys are seeing. There was even one guy who said that this was something that was predicted by the Hopi. The fucking Hopi Indians. How did this balloon bring out the Hopis? It makes no sense. No sense at all. But again, it's California, so, what can you do? I don't know. I don't know what they're looking at. I don't know what they see. But it was in broad daylight, so it's a pretty good video, considering it was done by a cell phone. You got to check it out. The link is in the description. Go to the article and take a look at it. There's also an embedded YouTube video, so you can watch it, or you can go straight to YouTube to get a better look at it. Listen, I can't, say anything about the video. At least they took the time to catch it on video, because most of the time people report things and they don't put it on video, and it's exactly what you need to do. Is this a balloon? I would say yes. This looks like a regular old balloon. Nothing special about it. So what can you do? That's just the way it is. Maybe next time they'll look at something more credible. Use a little bit more of a good judgment. Because I'm sure that if they would have zoomed in this a little bit, they probably would have seen the string hanging from it. It's probably from some party somewhere. Nothing too extraordinary. This is the episode for today. This is Manny Moonraker. I want to make sure that everyone understands that though the episodes are kind of not constant, there is a shift in the way we're scheduling things for the show. So eventually, we're going to go to doing this on the weekends more than anything else, just because of the fact that it's getting really hard to do these during the week. So, keep your eyes and ears open for that notification, because not only are we going to continue the podcast at UFO Buster Radio, we got the sports podcast coming on, and in addition to that, music is kicking in. In addition to that, we will have interviews on both. So if you feel froggy and you want to get interviewed, make sure you reach out to me. I'll be glad to add you on, and you can experience some of the madness of UFO Buster Radio. Until then, enjoy the outro. Ciao.